Guys, welcome back again. It's your boy Anson Cochito Afalio, and welcome to the home of transfer news. It's the deadline day, and the window is already shut right now. Just 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago, the window is over. The transfer news is that a lot of outgoings, incomings in various clubs across Europe. The Turkish league, they still have extra days to round up transfers. Now, in the English Premier League, they still have 2 hours to make sure that all these deals are sorted out. The deal sheet is actually submitted to the board, so to the English League, so that everything will be completed. But right now, transfer window is closed in England. So let me tell you what the chaos that happened, the rush, everything that happened right from early hours of today, because I shared a video yesterday, monitored proceedings up to 3 a.m. Canadian Atlantic time, and waking up to see breaking news all over the place, right from Jackson to Donnarumma to Dibu Martinez to Kolo Muani, to everybody. So let me start from here we go again. Here we go again is about Nicolas Jackson. So Nicolas Jackson has finally, I say it again, finally signed on a loan deal with an obligation to buy. Remember, the previous clause is buy option, and right now, because his agent renegotiated this morning, late last night, and with Bayern to make sure that this deal must happen. Like the agent said it, an aeroplane will not fly backwards. So they are heading over, and everything is done and dusted. No going back to Chelsea. It's actually, all over between Chelsea and Bayern in terms of this season, right? Till 2026, Nicolas Jackson will play for Bayern Munich. And in fact, the loan fee has been increased. So it's a record deal loan fee. It was actually increased, and the total amount that Chelsea is going to get from the sale of this Nicolas Jackson deal will be up to £70 million. That's a good deal. That's a fantastic deal on Nicolas Jackson. So Nicolas Jackson personally have also agreed personal terms with Bayern Munich for 5 years. So as we speak now, everything is done and dusted, and he's playing for Bayern Munich. He will deputize Harry Kane, and he can also play as a left winger, basically. So Nicolas Jackson to Bayern Munich. That's here we go. Finally, he got what he wants. And Marc Guehi is back. He's back in England, in Chelsea. He's no longer playing for Sunderland. So that is done and dusted. Now, another breaking news. I purposely started from Chelsea. Charity begins at home before I dive into other news. So Ben Chilwell finally got his contract with Strasbourg. 2 years contract to play for Strasbourg. That's breaking news right now, just 10 minutes ago. And it's here we go. As we're talking right now, medicals has been completed, and he has actually bought into the ambitious project of Strasbourg. So he's going to be playing under Liam Rossiner and in Strasbourg. Remember, Strasbourg, they're having European Cup to play for, and Ben Chilwell, I hope he can revive his career over there. So for Jackson, all the deal documents has been signed and everything has been sealed. So he's a Bayern Munich player. Now to Fulham and Tyree George. Tyree George finally has gone to Fulham for £22 million permanently, right? Tyree George, 19-year-old winger, has signed a 5-year contract, and he will be playing for Fulham. So we wish him all the best. Chelsea will actually, talk about issue and statement very, very soon. But Tyree George has gone to Fulham as we speak. In Manchester United, Rasmus Højlund and Napoli, they have agreed. It has been never in doubt. There have been negotiations. There have been talks all over the place since last week. And finally, there's a loan fee of €6 million that has been agreed on, and €44 million buy option clause that is in the contract. So it's going to be mandatory under some certain conditions, but he's going to play under Antonio Conte. Rasmus Højlund has left Manchester United to play for Napoli, right? On loan first, and buy option will be, exploited by next June, right? 2026. And Jadon Sancho, he has also left on loan to Aston Villa from Manchester United, right? No buy option, but he has gone to Aston Villa for now. Another player that is surplus requirements in United is Antony. Antony has left finally, permanently, to Real Betis. Remember, Real Betis actually wanted a loan deal before. They backed out. They came back again. And finally, Antony got his deal done on a permanent contract, undisclosed contract, but he has left Manchester United for good. We wish him all the best, and we hope he's going to, continue what he has done last season, because he did excellently well for Real Betis last season. Now, I'm going back to Germany. I'm going to Germany now. Remember, Victor Boniface did not pass his medicals at AC Milan. His deal fell through. And right now, as we're talking, he has agreed a contract with Werder Bremen. It's on loan for June 2026. And part of the salary will be covered. He has completed his medical already. And here we go for Victor Boniface leaving Bayern Leverkusen. Sorry about Bayern Leverkusen. They have ripped your club apart. In fact, this morning, their coach is now a former coach. Erik ten Hag has been sacked by Bayern Leverkusen. 3 United coaches, former United coaches, has been sacked now. Erik ten Hag, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in Besiktas, and Jose Mourinho in Fenerbache. What is going on there? What is going on with former United coaches? What is happening? So Erik ten Hag has been sacked by Leverkusen. I said it in my previous video. Go check it out. I know this guy, the guy will not last. So he has been fired, and I wish him all the best. We hope he's going to get another club to also continue revive his coaching career. Now, Fulham, they are doing very well. They are doing very well because they've just signed, a deal has been agreed basically. It's an initial loan with a buy option clause in it. It's not mandatory, but it's a buy option clause. Samuel Chukwueze has actually signed for them. The total package for the buyout clause, it can reach up to 25 or 26 million euros if they trigger that buy option, right? It's not mandatory, but if they trigger it, they'll buy him for that fee. So he has already completed his medical with Fulham, and he will be a winger that will play for Fulham. For Raheem Sterling, we actually got information that Fulham were interested to get his services, but the deal fell through. He will not be going to Fulham as we speak right now. He will stay in Chelsea. So we see what's going to happen to him. Probably maybe Saudi or Turkey can come for him because they still get extra days for the transfer window for them, basically. So the news that surprised me, right? I've checked it since last night, is I was expecting that Randal Kolo Muani is going to actually be playing or sign for Juventus. However, it did not come to pass because Randal Kolo Muani, he will be playing for Tottenham Hotspur. He has just signed his contract with Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham is crazy this season. They are hot. They've backed Thomas Frank up, and they've bought Xavi Simons, and now they've actually, signed papers with Randal Kolo Muani. It's actually a straight loan. It's not a contract that, you will be away from his team, but it's a straight loan till 2026, and we see how he's going to perform this season. It's a lot of new, soccer and transfer news this season, and within the last 24 hours. So let me just continue with what we have now. On a dramatic turn, I'm talking about Liverpool. 2 players that all of us expect that the deal is going to happen. Number one, Alexanderisak. Right now, in fact, I'm monitoring the news as we speak now. There's no confirmation yet that Alexanderisak has signed finally, but he has undergone his medicals. Everything is done. We're just waiting for confirmation that he's now a Liverpool player. The agreed fee is £125 million, and it's going to rise to £130 million due to solidarity, clause there. So, but Alex Isak, personally, and from information I can see here, that will be a done deal. They will actually unveil him very, very soon. Remember, the deal sheets have to come in after the window has closed. 2 hours, deadline or extension will be given for papers to be signed or to be exchanged, basically. So 2 hours will be given to each parties or every other club. So we see what's going to happen concerning Alexander Isak, but I can assure you this deal will happen. The only deal that is very, very difficult and very, very close to call, because it may fall through. Olivier Glasner has been speaking with Marc Guehi. The reason is because Marc Guehi has already completed his medicals. Crystal Palace and Liverpool agreed on £35 million with a 10% sell-on clause. However, Igor Julio, a Brighton defender that is meant to replace this guy, Marc Guehi, he completed his medicals. We were waiting for signature between Palace and Brighton, and the player just changed his mind. He said, no, I'm going to West Ham. I'm not signing for Palace. So the guy has dumped them and went to West Ham, tried to complete his medical now. So they are left with no replacement for Marc Guehi. So as we speak now, Marc Guehi and Olivier Glasner has been talking, even with Steve Parish. Parish has not said anything, but from all indications now, the deal may not happen. The deal may not happen. Marc Guehi to Liverpool may not happen because it's so short for them to get a replacement, and there's no done deal yet. It's not here we go yet as we speak, and that's very, very difficult for Palace, and it's a bad thing, very, very heartbroken thing for Marc Guehi, because Eze has left, and he also wants to leave. He has done excellently well as a professional. He didn't throw tantrums like Isak, like Yohan Wissa, like Ademola Lookman, like a lot of other players. He has he stood his ground and done very well. So it's at the verge of a jeopardy right now, and we're just waiting for news to hear that, okay, the deal did not happen because there's no replacement for him. So we're going to wait and see what's going to happen between Liverpool, between Palace, and also between Marc Guehi. So let's see what's going to happen, and we'll monitor that and explain to you what's going to happen concerning that. Now to Manchester City. Manchester City have just signed long-term contract with Giorgio Donnarumma. Donnarumma left Paris Saint-Germain after the Club World Cup. He has been frozen out because a new goalkeeper was actually bought, and they have said his goodbyes as well in PSG. And the reason why this deal actually happened is because Ederson has signed now for the Turkish club Fenerbache. So because of that, the replacement of Ederson is Giorgio Donnarumma. So Donnarumma has signed now, all documents approved, and is now a new goalkeeper for Manchester City. Yeah, he actually loved the project, and personal terms has been agreed for over 2 weeks now, and that's done and dusted. It's the new goalkeeper number 1, and he will play ahead of the second goalkeeper, James Trafford, right? And that's good for Donnarumma. He will continue his career with City. Medicals also also passed right now as we speak. So that's about goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. We expect that he should go to United. Unfortunately, United dumped him. They didn't go for him. They were able to achieve something. What did they achieve? They were able to sell Jadon Sancho to them on loan, right? And they backed out, got the goalkeeper from Royal Antwerp, and they bought him for 22 million euros, and that will be the one that will help them out this season. So they didn't choose Emiliano Martinez. In my own opinion, they need an experienced goalkeeper at the back. You know, Harry Maguire is always coming from the bench, right? So they need an experienced goalkeeper that can marshal the defense line and the structure to make sure that at least everything is okay. But the decision is their decision. They have decided to go with a younger goalkeeper. So we see what's going to happen as the season, goes by. So another news which I'm monitoring right now, and it is this guy. Just a moment, let me confirm. Yeah, Benjamin Pavard. Benjamin Pavard has left Inter Milan, and he has gone to Olympique Marseille, right? The salary will be covered, by Inter Milan. He has a buyout option clause for 15 million euros, which is not mandatory, but everything has been approved, verbal agreement done, and all the parties involved are signing their documents right now. So, the Ademola Lookman deal with Bayern Munich is off. It's not happening. It's not happening at all. So, Lookman is still staying at Atalanta. He's not going anywhere. To Chelsea, back again. I see the news. He has been unveiled. Facundo Bonanote. Facundo Bonanote have joined Chelsea on loan and from Brighton till June 2026. And the deal includes matching rights, meaning that if Chelsea decides to buy him next season, right, another clause wants to actually buy the guy, Chelsea will match the offer, any offer whatsoever that Brighton wants to sell Bonanote. So we see what's going to happen next year, but that's a good addition. At least we have a replacement for this guy that is playing in Everton now, Drisbury Hall. So he's a left-footed player as well, and he's very, very good. Now to City, Manuel Akanji. Manuel Akanji has signed for Inter Milan now on loan, and he has a buyout clause that is not mandatory. Loan fee is 2 million euros, and part of this salary will be covered by City. He has a 15 million euros buy option, which is a clause, and it's not mandatory. And it also mandatory depends on if he plays 50% of the games, right? And if Inter Milan wins the Serie A, that's when they can decide to buy him permanently. So that's going to be difficult for Akanji. So, but for now, he has gone on loan, and we wish him all the best from City. So the news from Villa is hot, kind of, because they have a reinforcement in their back line. They have signed a free agent, former Manchester United player Victor Lindelof. He has joined them for a 2-year deal with option until June 2028. So he has joined them now as we speak. Kobe Manu is not going anywhere. He has been spoken to by all the parties involved in Manchester United. So the case is closed. He's not going anywhere. He will ply his trade with United and make sure that at least he gets his call up to feature in the oncoming FIFA World Cup. So that's it about that. And the last news which I want to drop my anchor on right now is Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott has actually agreed to be an Aston Villa player right now. So it's on loan, and it will have an obligation to buy, which will be guaranteed obligation to buy for £35 million package. So he's currently undergoing his medicals right now, and he will be an Aston Villa player. So that is it about that. So for Chelsea, to round it off for Chelsea, let me know in the comment section, is it a good outing for Chelsea this European transfer season? My expectation is that we'll sign Fermin Lopez, or we sign, Conrad Harder. Harder did not sign for us. He signed for RB Leipzig because Lois Openda have signed for Juventus, and we missed out on Conrad Harder. So yeah, so let me know in the comment section what do you think about the transfer roundup everywhere now, because Chelsea this same time last season we signed, this same period last season we signed Kopama, and Kopama got to do very well for us.